Recently, the Malayali community was shaken by a very tragic and unnatural death. A 26-year-old working professional, she was overworked by her company during the course of 4 months to the point that her body could not handle the stress and she went into cardiac arrest and passed away. They were literally making her stay up till 1 a.m. at night doing projects and then going back to office the next day. She could not even take care of her meals, her nutrition, her sleeping, nothing. So even after her parents told her to quit and to come back and look for some other opportunities, the girl stuck on because she thought that being there would give her good exposure and a good experience, and so she held on, and that holding on cost her her life. Now the mother wrote a letter to the chairman of the company, and she asked, you say that there are so many human rights that you give your employees. Did my daughter receive these human rights? Was she able to was she given her due rights as an employee of your company? So everybody is blaming the manager, of course, which as they should, because this is basically a corporate murder. But we need to think, while it's easy to blame that certain company or that manager, we need to think, why is it that this girl was not able to walk away from that situation when it turned out to be so toxic? So many others had walked away before her. Her parents asked her to quit, but she held on thinking that it would give her exposure. And she did it at the cost of her health and her well-being. So why does that happen? Now, this is what we need to think as parents, as teachers, as people, as adults in general. The seeds of this kind of self-abandonment are sown in childhood. When we look at a child who prioritizes marks or achievements or accomplishments over their own mental health, over their own happiness, over their passion, over all the things that give them joy, when the sole purpose of their existence becomes achievement or accomplishment, we praise them. We see it as a good thing. When a child becomes so emotionally shut down in childhood that they don't cry, they don't get angry, they don't show any of their feelings, and they just do what the adults tell them to do, we praise them and we call them a good child. When a child allows adults to do anything with them without ever putting up a resistance, without ever trying to say, no, stop, that makes me uncomfortable, we call them a good child. We praise and appreciate children who abandon themselves, who abandon their own needs, their own boundaries, their own well-being. We praise children who never think about themselves or what they truly need or what they truly enjoy, and who live according to the convenience of the adults around them. These are the children who, when they grow up, they are able to completely abandon themselves to the point that other people can exploit them. They are the ones who are very easy to become victims of exploitation because they think it is right. They think that that is how they should be treated and that is how they were going to be successful in life. That's why, as parents, as teachers, as anybody who is involved with children, teach them that life matters more than any accomplishment or any achievement. Their well-being, their comfort, their feelings, their boundaries matter more than pleasing anyone and above any other kind of success that they can bring in their life, any other kind of achievement that they can bring home. They matter more than what they accomplish. They matter more than what they achieve. They matter more than what they can give to other people. If we can teach our children to live with those boundaries, to take care of themselves that way, if we take care of them like that and we care about their feelings that way, then they become more resistant to this kind of exploitation because they know it's not right. So let's raise a generation of children who will say stop and no when it comes to a matter of their well-being.